Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rahakadash. A double honor to our teachers, the apostles, and elder bishops, the great millstone. Peace, love, and salutation to the Lord's elect, teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. You know, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and straight to the point. You see, they call all Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi for another week, why do Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi for the spirit to come out here, to pretty much prophesy the downfall of America. You see, because everything that you're seeing taking place on the earth is ultimately leading to the destruction of this place, man. And why? It's because the Lord, He's against this place. It's nothing that America do that pretty much complements Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, man. And even the spirit that people are in today, down here in Birmingham, they got a thing called a Magic City Classic. It's the classic weekend. It's pretty outside, feel good. And people, they in that spirit of mirth, especially Jake, man. Not knowing that the Lord having things take place in the earth that's bringing forth the end, man. Esau Edom's guy, he finna come down with great wrath. He know he got a short time. Soon that flood is gonna come down on Jake, man. And Jake just gonna get caught out there. He gonna get caught up in it because he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't redeeming the time, man. Not just start out there. You see? Because that's the Lord. The Lord tell us to be redeeming the time so that you don't get caught up, with the affairs of this life. Because when prophecy pretty much started taking center stage, things just gonna suddenly start changing, man. And that change is gonna spark a reaction in people. And if you ain't in the right spirit, you gonna bug out, man. You see? So real quick, this Ephesians chapter 5. In verse 15, it says, see then that she walked, matter of fact, I'm starting at verse 14. Ephesians 5 and verse 14, it says, wherefore he said, awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahawashi shall give thee light. And who is asleep, man? You so-called Black, Latino, Native American Indians, in which we was once in that state, man. We was once in that state of being asleep. Not knowing the Lord, not knowing how to serve our power, not knowing the things that pretty much satisfy our power. You see, we were just pretty much just out there living after the flesh, man. Doing things that accommodate our flesh. You see, and that was until Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi woke us up out of that sleep and gave us this light, which is this truth. So again it says, wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead. You see, and this state that America got the people in, they in the dead state of mind. They in that state of darkness, man, which is confusion. They don't even consider who they are, man. You got a God that he's perfectly okay with being black, man. He's perfectly okay with being called an African American, a Hispanic, a Puerto Rican, even a Native American, man. You see, but yet Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, the God of the Bible, He gave you biblical nationalities to be called by. But you not knowing that that's you being in the dead state. That's you pretty much being asleep, man. You see, it go on to say, it says, and the Mashiach should give thee light, and that light is the understanding of the scriptures, man. In which the world don't have that. That's why people walking after the ways of Christianity still. Verse 15, it says, see then that she walked circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. Yeah, the days are evil. That's the spirit, man. Hey, this lady got a shirt on that says need prayer. Hey, you living in those times where the Lord tell you to pray without ceasing, man. We tell you to pray that you may be able to stand, that you may be able to withstand these evil times and stand before the Son of Man. That's the paraphrase. Is that Luke the 21st chapter? Prayer is a big part, especially in these times, man. And the Lord even tell you before thy prayers, prepare thyself and be not as one that tempteth the Most High. But think upon the wrath that should be at the end. You see? So even your prayers should be centered around the things that's about to take place. And if you're in that dead state of mind, if you pretty much sleep, you're not aware it was about to take place. So pretty much you're praying for the wrong thing. The Lord, He's not going to honor your prayers, man. But it go on to say, see then that she walked circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil, man. Yeah, the days are evil. You know, and people gonna experience it pick up. That's why you seeing a lot of mass shootings. You know, women, mothers killing their children, children killing their parents. You see, in grievous ways, man. You know, I read a story about a college student. She had a baby in her dorm, and she pretty much cut the baby head off and went back to sleep, man. You know, I don't think she cut the baby. Some kind of way the baby head was dismembered from the body, and she did it, and she just went back to sleep, man. You see? And that's pretty much the mindset that's being groomed in these people. They got that psychotic spirit, man. You know, that goes back into the love of many, wax and cold. You go into that phrase, wax cold, it takes you back to psycho. You know? So, hey, this is what you're going to experience. You're going to experience people operating in a psychotic state of mind, man. You know? That's why the Lord tell you that the days are evil. You're going to experience why the Lord telling you that, man, because evil is going to increase here in the earth. But they go on to say, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And one thing that make you unwise is you not being concerned with what the Lord is doing in the earth. You know, a nigga just perfectly fine with the way that things is going here in America. But yet, it's really going to shit, man. Here it is, you got counsel, the doctor telling you, but you trying to ignore it, man. You know, you feel that lump in your chest, but you trying your best to ignore it. But yet, it's only going to get worse. You see? This place going to get sicker, man. You know, they tell you how gross darkness has covered the earth and gross darkness the people. You ain't seen these niggas operating in that gross darkness, in which you getting a glimpse. You know, they telling you that it's more than two genders. You know, the LGBT, the shit that came out with Diddy, in which, even speaking on that, that ain't shit, man, compared to what the motherfuckers who signed Diddy doing. Who couldn't did it to check, man? You know, who involved in the party? If Diddy going down with, look, you need to get everybody in the party too, because they was involved with it. You know? But yeah, in all, man, all that shit is that's pretty much America in a nutshell, and that's why the Lord is going to destroy this place. And anybody who's with it, you know. And this is why you see things happening in the earth, and therefore you to ultimately to redeem it, man. Yeah, pretty much redeem it, man. Walking circumspectly, you acknowledging these things, you know. But I'm just keep going. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So the things that you're about to experience, it's going to be the will of Yahweh Shema Shai unfolding in the earth. You know, it's not going to be casual events. You know, it's not going to be just a bad time in history. You know, something to go down in the records. Everything that's going down in the records gonna get trumped, man. It's gonna get fucking worse, man. You know, everything is gonna get worse. Ain't shit getting better for America, man. You know, this place, it's a cancer in the earth, and that cancer is just gonna show more and more over time. You know, and that's part of you acknowledging that cancer is you being wise, man. You know, you acknowledging that America about to be destroyed, that's you being wise. You see, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. It's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai to destroy America, man. Just like it was the will of the Lord to send forth the flood in the time of Noah. You see? So here in these times, it's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai to cut the power out, to dry the food up, to cause these people to go completely psycho, man. You know? To take away your resources, you know, your support. Like, even when you go into the word, let's see real quick. Ezekiel chapter 5. Yeah, Ezekiel 5 and verse 16. It says, and I will send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction. Hey, and the Lord, he is doing this. Here it is. You got people down here in Birmingham at the park and shit, at the field, where a classic game gonna take place. You got them niggas down there, they got food trucks and shit. You know, they got all sorts of food stands set up. But yeah, hey, the Lord sent them for a famine, man. You just had 10 million pounds of meat recalled. You know? Shit, McDonald's, they quarter pounders giving you E. coli. You know? All these food contaminations. But yeah, a nigga still trying to find a way to celebrate Thanksgiving. Hey, I just got a Thanksgiving invitation from my cousin and shit, you know what I mean? But yet, hey, the Lord, he's turning things upside down, but a nigga still trying to find a way to stay in the spirit of mirth, man. Hey, and that's why we throw curses up on America, man. You see, because soon the Lord, he gonna take away that mirth, and we gonna laugh at you niggas because you wasn't concerned with what the Lord was doing in the earth. You weren't concerned with getting right with the king, man. Hey, this our king, you know. They put our king to death. But here you niggas is, you signed with the nigga that put our king to death, man. And our king telling you that he's about to come back and he's doing it by way of his prophets and by showing you signs in the earth. But you niggas want to side with Esau, man. You want to stay in that spirit of festivity. You want to continue in the Babylonian spirit. That's why the Lord tell you that you're gonna be thrust through, man. You know, throw hands on their hand, they both gonna be thrust through. That spirit gonna go through you and that nigga, man. No, I tell you, what's that? He that touch a pit shall be defiled therewith, and he that have fellowship with a proud man, you should be like unto him. And that's why you people out there, you don't really love the Lord, because your mindset is pretty much fashioned after the ways of the so-called white man Esau Edom. You know, you ain't got to be flying an American flag in your front yard or, you know, out your window to show that you for America. It's your mindset. How you feel about eating pork, man? How you feel about seafood bowls? Yeah, how you feel about the LGBT? You know, your response would tell if you with America or not. But hey, that's why the Lord, he's gonna send forth a famine to destroy you, man. You know, it's going to say again in Ezekiel 5 and verse 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, in which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you. Yeah, every week the Lord is showing the famine increasing, man. You know, he pulling things off the shelves. He having items being contaminated with different diseases, pestilences, and things like that. You know, you having many callbacks, no shortages. You know, and that's all the Lord. He's increasing the famine, because soon you niggas ain't gonna have nothing to eat, man. And that's a fin judgment for America. In a society where you have hunger, you know, you got these food games, you know, you see on social media, and they have a plate of food at the table, and they'll be flipping the bottle, trying to get the bottle to land straight up, and until then, the nigga is just feasting. He's eating the plate until somebody can get the bottle to stand up, man. Hey, the Lord ain't with that shit, man. You know, all you do is stuff your face in a funeral. You stuff your face in a birthday. You stuff in your face. At weddings, at graduation party, anything a nigga in America indulging in eating, man. That's why a fin judgment for you is for the Lord to take the plate away. You see? It says, in which I will send to destroy you. The famine is unfolding for your destruction, man. And soon it's gonna make sense. You see, you actually gonna experience Walmart without food, man. It says, and I will increase the famine upon you and will break your staff of bread, and that staff goes into your support of life. You know, anything that's pretty much used to support you, and the Lord gonna take all that away. You're gonna be reduced to calling on him. But hey, like the Lord said, then shall they call upon me, but I will not hear them. They should seek me early, but they should not find me, because right now right now will be early, man. While all the resources are still there, you pulling back from that shit. You know, you coming back to the Lord, man. You dropping everything while it's still readily available, while it's still hot and popping, popular. You know, you putting it down to go serve the Lord. That's you doing it early. You ain't gonna be able to get to know the Lord when all hell breaking loose. You know, ain't nobody gonna have time to sit down and, you know, hold your hand, walk you through the scriptures and things, man. Gotta put the skin on you. You gotta learn to fear the Lord. You gotta learn how to trust the Lord. You know, nah, man. Hey, it's the process of doing that now. In that day, whatever the hell you was indulging your time into, whether it was being a mutt banger. I know a nigga right now. He was teaching the word back in 2020. But here it is, just 4 years later, this nigga a mutt banger, man. All this nigga doing is food reviews. Man, I hate the little nigga, man. Take another bite. One more bite. This nigga, and I know the Lord took the spirit off him, because the nigga did a food review on the mac chicken, on the you know, the little double mac chicken, the little new shit McDonald's put on the menu and shit, man. It's like, bro, you through, man. This nigga eating fucking macaroni and cheese from gas, doing full reviews on macaroni and cheese from gas stations and shit, man. Your ass through, bro. Unless you repent, you know. But the Lord, he's gonna break that staff of bread, going into your support, man. You know. So while you feasting it up now, while you ain't got no concern about your how about Shemawashah, soon, man, the Lord is gonna make you a believer, man. He gonna draw everything that you done grew to love, you know, everything that you done grew to be comfortable with. The Lord gonna take it away. You see? I'm gonna hop on the comment board real quick. The brother Naquan, water out. Y'all about to break it down to you. Proverbs 22 and verse 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. Yeah, you simple Americans out there, man. You know, Jake, you so-called black Latinos and Native American Indians. And the Lord tell you how long you simples when you love simplicity, man. A nigga really love the simple way of living. You see, in which Esau's simplicity is really hell for you, man. You know, you're a complete idiot, man. You know. And the Lord called you sadish. He said that you are sadish children because you're wise to do evil, but to do good you have no knowledge. And Jake is the worst nigga to get advice from, man. That nigga is the worst nigga to get, and the older he is, the worse it is, man. You know, because they're not prudent. They don't go after the ways of the Lord, man. Again, it tell you, a prudent man foreseeth the evils and hideth himself. Hey, a prudent man saying shit just ain't right, man. You know, if you look back 10 years ago, you can see things just not right. Even the morality of the people. You look at how people are now, and you take back 10 years ago, you can kind of deal with these niggas, man. You know, a young nigga 10 years ago ain't got shit on a young nigga in 2024, man. You know, they actually got a turn. Why ain't they went calling when I was you know, when I was young in the world, say that, you know, when I was young in the world, they went calling me no YN, man. People weren't afraid of me when I came in and shit. But these little niggas, man, they got a certain spirit that come with them. You see? A spirit that just make you want to get the hell on when they come around, man. You know? But yeah, a prudent man is foreseeing the evils. A prudent man is redeeming the times. But the simple is passing on and standing in the American spirit. And you're going to be punished because the famine is going to come upon you suddenly, man. The power going to cut out suddenly. We just did a Count Wednesday. I left the house, the lights was on. I came home, everything was off, man. You know, your reality can change in a matter of time. You can leave the house for work. Everything fine. You come back, a whole new reality, man. You see? So yeah, you people, you're gonna be punished out there, man. So this is Sirach 40 and verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famines, tribulation, and the scourge. Verse 10, it said, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood, man. Yeah, the Lord, he speak about those spirits that was created for vengeance, you know, and it also goes into how it speaks about the famine. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick, because it speaks about certain things where these events that's gonna take place here in the earth, they're gonna have a certain spirit that come with it, man. You know, certain events that's gonna take place is gonna have a spirit of vengeance on it. And people gonna know it's the vengeance of the Lord playing out in the earth from how many people gonna be dying. And who gonna be dying? Grandparents gonna be dying. Babies gonna be dying. And it's how they gonna be dying. You know, grievous ways, animal attacks, you know, ways that they can't fend for themselves. People gonna know that it's the vengeance of the Lord, man. You see? This is, let's see real quick. Real quick. This is Come. Yep. Here we go. Yep. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. See? So the Lord, man, the Lord, he got spirits that was created for vengeance, man. You see? So just to keep going, it says fire and hell, famine and death. All these was created for vengeance. So that fire and hell, which that fire, you know, is gonna be perfected with World War III, man. And that's growing in the earth. People can't ignore World War III, you know. You can't ignore that's being an idea. Average American can, but while he's ignoring it, his leaders, the higher ups, the people who controls his, you know, his life, they concerned about it. You know. So it says fire and hell, famine and death. All these was created for vengeance. And the famine is an event that's going to have a spirit of vengeance attached to it. You know, the death that's going to be taking place here in the planet Earth is going to have a spirit of vengeance attached to it, man. You see? That's why it's going to be no form of escape. The Lord tell you how you're not going to escape, man. You're going to be faced with this. The only way for you to escape is if you get right with the Lord now. As a matter of fact, let's bounce here real quick. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse. Second Ezra 9 and verse. Let me see. Yep, in verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. And that cancels out a lot of people right there, because a lot of people don't believe in the Bible, man. And the ones who say they believe in the Bible, hey, they don't truly, they don't believe in Yahweh, man. You know, they don't reverence the Son. They don't reverence the King. You even got Israelites out there that don't reverence the Son, man. You know? So that's going to cancel a lot of people out. But just to get it to you, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, man. So if you want to be saved from these dreadful times, if you want to be delivered when all hell break loose, when a time like no other started to unfold in the planet Earth, well, you got to come back to the faith in Yahweh Shema. And through the faith in the Lord, through you returning as an Israelite and repent to the Lord, it's gonna push forth works, man. You know, it's gonna bring forth belief. You see? Hey, man. But just continuing on. Yep, it says, whereby you have believed, hey, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land. See, we looking to be preserved from the said perils, while a nigga out there, he don't believe they coming, man. He tell you in Ezekiel 12 how that we prophesying for a time that's a far off, man. But yet the Lord tell you, you know, contrast to what you niggas believe, the Lord tell you that that the threat that he has threatened, he's gonna do it in these times, man. And this is why you see things pretty much shifting. You know, life just ain't the same no more, man. It's getting to a point where, hey, well, it's been that, you know, the only thing that the Lord saying is, it's the only thing that makes sense, really. But Yahweh Shema saying what the scriptures got to say concerning the times and the things that's taking place on the earth, this is the only thing that really makes sense. And as we get closer and closer to the end, that's the only thing really gonna matter, man. You know, it's the only thing that's really gonna to hold some type of substance. You see? I tell you how the words of the Lord was precious in those days. So how much more for these days? You know, oh, let's grab that. You know, this is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shah. And what the Lord tell you about that? Where there's no vision, the people perish, man. So when the prophets put up, that's it, man. When you ain't got nobody to bring you any type of clarity concerning the times that you living in, you know, concerning, even in it, you know, that's gonna be a precious thing for you to run across a prophet. They can let you know what's going on and what's taking place and who to pray for and what to pray for, man. Give you the names of the Lord. Hey, right now, this is the time to actually be getting those things known. You know, to be gathering all the substance that the Lord is putting out there, man. You see? Because this is going to be your life. You know, it tells you how wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. You know, this is going to be your strength of salvation. This is going to be your stability. But if you ain't got it, you're going to be fucked up. You're going to be reduced to trusting in the so-called white man. And that's going to lead you to it's going to lead you to having a microchip in your hand. You see? But the Lord telling you, he gonna take care of you, man. You know, it's a better Salaki. It's better for you to die and having faith in it than to try to save your own life and to lose it in the end anyway. Because those who take the chip, if the radiation from the chip don't kill you, you know, the sickness that people is gonna get from it don't kill you, the milk is gonna kill you, man. You see? So it says, just continuing on, and they shall wander from sea to sea. So like, let me see real quick. Yeah. So like, yep. Amos chapter 8 and verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it, man. You see? So you can't say the words of the Lord ain't gonna be precious in that day, because you actually gonna have people seeking to and fro on the internet, searching up GMS, searching up the apostles, you know, trying to find the the YouTube to the prophets in their area. You know, people's gonna be searching for the words of the Lord in that day, man. Atheists, you know, niggas that talk shit, that scoff, they gonna want to hear the words of Yahweh Shah. You see, the people that's entertained, you know, you just entertained by this, you ain't really taking it serious. Well, in that day, you gonna take it serious, and you gonna want to hear a word from the Lord, because it's gonna bring you comfort. You know, it's gonna give you that sense of relief, you know, a breather, you know, but you ain't gonna find it. You see? It says, you know, it says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, man. And one thing you're going to be thirsting for is the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, but you're going to faint, man. You know, you're not going to find it. You're not going to have it. You're going to be left with no relief, pretty much left to your devices. The things that you chose to cleave to and you held as valuable, you know, you held the word as insignificant because this was more important to you. Well, you're gonna reap the benefits in that day, man. You're gonna see what a degree gets you when the lights cut out, man. You know, you're gonna see what a degree gets you when the food dry up. It ain't gonna get you nothing. You see? And you can say, well, nigga, you guys are prayer. Well, I'd rather bank on that. I'd rather bank on the Hebrew prayer and actually have an account where Hebrew prayer work, you know, rather than the bank on the so-called white man Esau Edom. Well, this nigga, his track record, this nigga got a track record for backdooring people, man. Look what he did to the neighbors, man. This nigga got a track record of going back on his treaties. So you think in these times when you desperate for food, you desperate to feed your kids, you desperate for shelter and things like that, you think this nigga gonna hold up his side of the bargain, man? And that day you gonna realize you dealing with the devil, man. You know? So going here, this is 1 Samuel chapter 3 and verse 1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli. And the word of the Lord was precious in those days. There was no one. It's like there was no open vision, man. And you coming back into that. Well, the words of the Lord is gonna be precious. They're gonna seek the prophets, man. As soon as all hell break loose, man, you know, niggas is gonna seek out for your how about shot, and you gonna be forced to dealing with whatever the hell you gotta deal with on your own, man. You know, when the lights cut out, when your bullets run out, you're gonna be forced to deal with prophecy on your own, and you're gonna get consumed. People gonna watch their children die, man. You know, the Lord, he's gonna shift the scene to being real dramatic right now. You know, you got a sense of comfort, man. The lights on. With the Lord, he gonna take your comfort away. Your child gonna be bugging out. You know, he gonna be hungry, and you just ain't gonna have no strength in your hands, man. See, you gonna bow. The Lord said how the strong men shall bow themselves, man. You know, you got this man in the house, this American dad ass image in the crib, but your family gonna watch you bow, man. They gonna watch you give in to Esau, and Lord willing, your how about you know, don't have what's in that lot, man. You know. Hey, but the Lord, he's about to shake things up while niggas is in the spirit of mirth, man. People in the spirit of mirth, but the Lord, he's about to do things in the earth. He's going to take away his prophets, man. So that's going to leave you with no clarity. You know, what is that? Ezekiel. Matter of fact, we go here. Just get here, then I'm going to jump down. This is Ezekiel 33 in verse, I'm starting at verse 3. If when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Speaking of the watchmen, man. And that's what we are. We're watchmen for the house of Israel, man. Ultimately the elect. You see? Watching the prophecies unfold and coming to give warning to the people on what the Lord is about to do on the earth. You know, it says, then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, you know, the simple pass on and are punished. It says, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. You viewed it as being insignificant. You know, and it's a penalty for viewing the words of Yahweh Shai as being insignificant. It's a penalty for scoffing the prophets of the Lord, man. And the Lord said, those who hate me love death. You see? He say, whoso despise the words of the Lord shall be destroyed. Proverbs 13:13. You go into that word despise, it takes you back to hold as insignificant. You know, people actually hold the scriptures as being insignificant, man. But you're gonna see what they get you in that day, man. You know, a lot of people in that mindset, I don't believe in that. You know, that's your reality. That's what you believe in. Well, look, that's why the Lord, that's why I remember within the scriptures, let them know thee as we have known thee. That there is no power but only thou, oh Yahweh Shai. You people, you're gonna get to know the Lord, and it's gonna be through judgment, man. You know, the Lord tell you that the Lord is known by the judgment which he execute. You people, you don't get to know the Lord, man. You know, you don't believe in him now, but you're gonna believe in him in that day. You see, Ezekiel 33:33. Oh, I'm already there. Yeah, Ezekiel 33:33. It says, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. Why? Because you're going to consider them. You know, all you niggas in the spirit of mirth now, you don't want to acknowledge the Lord. Hey, you don't care that. You don't want to hit about you. Turning up right now. Well, in that day, you're going to know that a prophet was amongst you, man. Because everything that you're going to experience, you'd have heard it before. You see? Yeah, it going to say, he heard the sound of the trumpet. See? You heard it before. Everything that you're going to see, you'd have heard it before, man. His blood should be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Yeah, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. That prudent man, he took heed. And he hid himself under the pavilion of Yahweh Shai. Real quick, this Psalms 91. In verse 1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You see? Yeah. And that's ultimately this truth, man. You know, that secret place. The counsel in plain sight, you know? So, yeah, let me go here. It's Ezekiel chapter 7. Hey, because people hearing the sound of the trumpet, but yet they're not getting ready to the battle. You know, you still in the spirit of mirth. Yep, this is Ezekiel 7 and verse 14. It says, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready. But none go to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. And you got Israelites out there, man. They just celebrated the Feast of Tabernacles. You know, I'm out on social media and I see niggas posting pictures in tents. You know, rehearse the righteous acts. You know, they dropping quotes like people getting ready for Thanksgiving. They getting ready for what's the name of it? Pumpkins and Halloween. But we doing the Feast of Tabernacles. Hey, you still in the wrong spirit, man. You know, because you should be in the spirit of mourning, man. You know, not in that spirit of feasting. And that's because the leaders who they under, they blowing the trumpet of a feast day. It tells you how can we discern the sound of the things that's piped the harp, roughly paraphrased. It's supposed to be a distinction in the sounds, man. You're supposed to know when it's a time for a feast day, and you're supposed to know when that trumpet blowing, you know, for shit getting real. You see? But they under the wrong spirit. Here it is, like it, man. Fucking East, that's why we need the kingdom, man. You know, we breathing in chemtrail, brother, got a click clear in his throat. You ain't gonna have to do that in the kingdom, man. You taking them a break. Bro, you have to do that in the kingdom, man. You see? But it going to say, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. Yeah, they blowing the trumpet. They letting you know it's a feast day, man. But they not letting you know what the mark of the beast is. See? It says, but none go into the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof, man. The wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai is upon these people. Tell you how the sword in his destruction is drawn out. What the fuck? How you got time to celebrate for prepare for a feast day, man? You know? You had time to gather every nigga calling off work. And you still doing it wrong, because I believe the Feast of Tabernacles is supposed to be 8 days. Supposed to do it in your tent, you need 8 days. You know? And you gotta go back, it's probably Saturday and Sunday. Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, you back at work Monday, man. So we rehearsing the righteous acts. You know? You in the wrong spirit, man, because you're responding to the wrong trumpet. When you hear that feast day trumpet, they really shouldn't even spark under your spirit. Like, what the fuck I wanna, you know? Hey, shit finna get real, man. You see? It said the sword is without, the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him, man. Yeah, you in the city, you gonna get stuck in these cities, man. You know, the so-called white man, he gonna barricade some of these cities. You gonna have martial law, you know, where they gonna certain cities not gonna even be you know, available for you to enter into, man. You know, the power gonna be out on this side of town. There's gonna be chaos over here. You can't go in the west parts of Birmingham because it's chaos. You know, they directing you back toward the south. You know, that's how things gonna be, man. Tell you how they should desire to go into a city and should not be able. And people think that this is just a joke, man. Hey, it's gonna get real. You know, hey, the reality of Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna be a real raw reality to you unarmed ass people, man. They smiling and shit. You know, that's the spirit these niggas in, man. You see, in that famine, the Lord tell you how how there be many of them that's gonna perish of the famine. You see? And people not gonna be getting buried, so that's gonna cause pestilences to grow on the earth. Man, a lot of people want to be getting sick. You know, the famine, the lack of medicine. People not gonna have medicine, insulin, all these things, Advil, Tylenol, antibiotics. Ain't none of these things is gonna be readily available, man. That's gonna be a high commodity to have your hands on some antibiotics and that thing, man. You know, you got insulin shots. Hey, motherfucker, do something for them. You see, they got diabetes and shit. They gotta get down for them insulin shots, man. You know, because it's gonna be a shortage. But yeah, hey, the Lord, he's gonna do this. Tell you how he's gonna send forth that famine for your destruction. You ain't just gotta consider the food and water on the famine. Consider your basic everyday necessities. The shit that people use for survival, man. You know, the Lord gonna take it away. But it says, yeah, this is on that. Yep. So just skipping here, skipping to verse 3. Ezekiel 7 and verse 3. Now once the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee. And that's what people are experiencing. You're experiencing the anger of the Lord. That's why you're seeing those hurricanes coming back to back. And after the hurricanes, you have tornadoes forming out of them. Then you got tropical storms that's coming back to back. Flash floodings all over the fucking planet. You know, fires going on. One part of America is getting hit by floods and thunderstorms and hurricanes, while the west parts is getting hit by earthquakes and wildfires, man. Hey, that shit how about Shema was shot, man. You see? Yep, it says, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. So the Lord paying you back, man. And America is a place that indulges heavily in iniquity, man. It indulges itself heavily in the abominations of Yahweh Shema Shah. Everything that displeased the Lord, hey, that's a thriving spirit here in America, man. You know, somewhere it's popular to be with the Lord, what displeases the Lord, man. That shit popular here in America, man. You see, and the Lord, he's gonna pay people back, you know, for their abominations, man. Popping somebody else's wife, man. You know, that nigga Future, that nigga saying, I'm gonna pop your bride too. I ain't got no manners for a slut. Hey, that spirit, a nigga think he doing something because he can pop your woman, man. The Lord gonna kill you niggas for that, man. Real talk, the Lord gonna kill you niggas. And niggas laugh at other people, you know, other dudes and shit, because you can pop his woman and shit. Man, the Lord gonna destroy both of y'all, man. Real talk, the Lord gonna destroy both of y'all. You gonna die with that little bride, man. You see? Yeah, the Lord said, and I will recompense upon you all down abominations. You niggas love abomination. So that's how we know a lot of people about to die, man. It says, and my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abomination shall be in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. You gonna know the Lord, man. And it's gonna be the judgments that he's gonna execute, man. Prophecy taking center stage. The Lord breaking that spirit of mirth, man. You see? It says, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, in evil, and only evil, behold is come. Bad times, terrible times, perilous times, dangerous times, savage times, fierce times, harsh times. You know, times that's hard to bear. You see? Times that's hard to approach. Those are the times that the Lord's about to send to the earth, man. Evil times. You see? It says, an end is come. The end is come, it watching for thee. Behold, it is come. In the NLT, it tells you that your final doom has finally arrived, man. You know, the Lord tell you how the day of doom is going to be the end of this time, man. You see? You going to the word doom, it takes you back to a terrible fate. And that terrible fate is going to be through a plethora of events. Like the famine, that's a terrible fate, man. You know, women getting ravished, little girls getting ravished, people getting kidnapped and organ harvest at an alarming rate, man. That's going to be a part of those terrible times, man. You know? You know, that doom, that's those terrible fates, that's also gonna grow into the destruction, the thermonuclear destruction that's gonna come to America. That's gonna be the climax, man. You know? But yet, as it is right now, people are in the spirit of mirth. You got this rush spirit down here in Birmingham right now. Everybody's in a rush. They're in a speed and rush because of their classic game, man. But the Lord finna give you a classic ass whooping, man. You see? The Lord is finna give you he's finna classically fuck you up, man. You know? Yeah, it says the morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is at hand. The day of trouble is near. And not the sound again of the mountain, man. The day of trouble. You know, it's a time when you niggas gonna be in trouble, man. You know? And you're not gonna have no way out. You're just gonna be caught up in it. Because the only person who can get you out of the trouble is the one who's sending the trouble. And the one who's sending the trouble is Yahweh Shah. But because you don't acknowledge the Lord, you're not going to be delivered out of your troubles, man. In fact, you're not going to have no form of escape. This is Jeremiah 11 and verse 11. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shah, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. You see? So yeah, this is what's about to play out, man. While you're in the spirit of mercy, the Lord has pronounced evils to take every person outside of his counsel, man. You know, it don't matter your status. You see, the Lord, he's gonna get small and great. That's why he tell you, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. You know, you're gonna be forced to receive in that chip, man. And it's the way you're gonna be forced that you're gonna know with the Lord, man. You're being reduced to nothing. You know, the Lord taking all your resources away, your family members dying, your child pining away from the famine. You see? And it's going to be small and great, man. LeBron ain't going to escape the famine. Well, he might escape the famine, but he ain't going to escape having to take that seaweed. You know? And that's going to be a part of those evils increasing to no escape. To the point where that's your only source. You having to trust in the so-called white man, Esau Edom. And the Lord tell you how there's going to be your confusion because that's not going to save you, man. The Lord got people in the trick bag, man, just like he got Esau Edom. You know, tell you how he has put him in slippery places, man. You know, this nigga pretty much trapped on every side to the point where he has no other way to go but down, man. You know, so just jumping back on the comment board and finish it out. This Sirach 40 and verse 9, it says death and bloodshed, strife and calamity, famine and tribulation, and even that tribulation goes into bad times, man. You know? It says, and scourges, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So yeah, and the Lord, he's about to send forth another flood, which these floods is going to come by way of strange rains, as he tell you in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. But these strange rains is also going to be ICBM missiles, you know. And these things is coming because of the wicked. And here it is, here in America, this is the land of the wicked, man. This is the border of wickedness. This is the place where the evil is sown. You know. Sound on a lot, man.
Oh, here you go.
continuing on. It says, I lost my train of thought, man. But yeah, America being the border of wickedness, man. You know, and the Lord, and He's sending these plagues to that wicked place. Oh, that's where I was at. 2 Ezra 4:28 tells you how the place where the evil, if the place where the evil is sown pass on away, then cannot they come that it's sown with good, man. So America is that place where the most evil is sown and even promoted, man. You know, you don't got adult film over there in the East, man. You know, niggas over there in the Arab, United Arab Empire, whatever. They not doing adult film making and things like that on a regular. You know, those men don't have access to what the men in America has access to, man. They not looking at the women. They not looking at women how we looking at women. They not seeing women in the light that we seeing women in. You see, and that's also because America is wicked, man. I seen one of those Arab women today, man. You know, she had a dress on and she had a head wrap, and I caught a glimpse of her ankle. You know, and I just saw, being weird or shit, I saw that she had leggings on under her dress, and it just clicked like, cause I often used to say, you know, Eve wearing them leggings and shit, that's really a undergarment, man. You know, that's some shit that you put on under a dress. But here it is, this bitch done removed the dress and just wore the undergarment out. And now, wearing the undergarment is a style here in America. A bitch will put leggings on with some joints. You know, and it even got even more freakier because instead of it being legging pants, they got legging shorts now. And the bride actually go out in legging shorts, and the bitch will call you weird because you looking at her. You know, you a perv. You need to control yourself. Hey, the men in the Eastern world is not dealing with shit like that, man. You know, because they got a sense of understanding how the nature of a man. That's pretty much a patriarch society over there in the Middle East, man. You know, over there in Iran, that's a patriarch society. You don't go over there and see women gang abroad. You know, that's why the women down there, they in order. It was a podcast they was holding where it was a lot of Judite women, you know, a couple Edomite women, but it was this Arab woman on there, and she was speaking on how she was telling them that there's nothing wrong. Just to roughly paraphrase. She was telling them there's nothing wrong with being submissive to your husband, and all them bitches had a problem with it, especially the black women. You know, she was the main one. This bitch tripping. You know, balling her face up. You know, got a very disgusting face because of the woman said that there's nothing wrong with you submitting to a man. You see? But that's that Western world bullshit, man, where they push it a vibration that a woman is better. You know, the man comes second. The fucking man to help me. You know? But you're gonna see the result of trying to follow after that shit, because a lot of women actually follow after that mindset, that feminism spirit, and that's gonna get a lot of you women put to death, man. That's why you see an anger towards the men and the women growing in the earth, and the women gonna lose, man. But just to continue on, it says right here, Psalm 78 and verse 49, he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them, man. Yeah, that's what the Lord gonna do, those death angels. Hey, Shalom, you know, and the Lord gonna send those death angels. That's Ezekiel 9 and 4. You know, the Lord tell you to go ye after the midst of them, through the midst of the city, and smite, you know, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. You know, and the Lord, he gonna send those evil angels to hunt you people down, man. You see? It's gonna be a reason why you can't get food in the family, because that angel gonna be standing there, man, blocking every type of source, you know, any form of help, any form of relief. You're gonna be cutting it off, man. You know, you're gonna be forced to deal with it on your own. You see? I'm gonna read that again. It says Psalm 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, man. You about to experience the fierce anger of Yahweh Shah. You see? That ain't gonna be nothing light, man. You know, some shit you can, you know, Jake like to say, man, I've been through a lot. I can make it through this. You ain't gonna be able to make it through this, man. You know, you gonna, man, this is gonna be, you know, that's gonna be your state. You know, the Lord tell you how people's gonna dwell in torment. You know, torment is gonna be your abode. That's gonna be your state of mind. That's gonna be where you at as a person, man. You know, Jake, yeah, right now you having your way, but you coming into a time where you ain't gonna have shit, man. You know, you're gonna be experiencing that fierce anger. You see? Yeah, yep, it says, he cast upon them the fierce anger of the Lord, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending even angels among them, man. Hey, this is a reality that people are suddenly gonna have to be faced with. You don't believe it right now, as if America's not already bad, but just keep living, man. Just wait till you lose that job, with the bills still coming in. Hey, the Lord, he's gonna be reducing people to nothing, man. You know, the transition ain't gonna be a smooth transition. It's gonna be a terrible transition, man. It's gonna be met with a lot of resistance. You see, people doing whatever they can to continue in that sense of comfort, man, and stability, having those resources. You know, so just continue going. Verse 20, Luke 21:36, it says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." Tell you in the NLT for you to watch, you know, watch out, so that you may be able to escape these coming horrors, man. Cause that's what you about to experience, horror, man. Right now you living in mirth, but when the mirth gone, horror right there, man. You see, the flip side to having a good time is a bad time. You know, so once you done having a good time, the bad times gonna be right there waiting on you, man. Hey, the Lord tell you, it watching for thee. Tell you how the end is watching for you, man. There's gonna come a time when you gonna actually get there. See? Again, Luke 21:36, it said, "Watch ye therefore and pray always." What you watching? The prophecies. And through you watching prophecy unfold, that keeps you in that spirit of continuing to pray, man. You know? Hey, every day you know what I mean? It should be into your mind that the Lord about to destroy America, man. Because it should be something that's reminding you of the Lord destroying this place, man. You see? Yep, it says, "And pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass," many different events. You see? And to stand before the Son of Man. And that's ultimately you enduring unto the end. You know, Bruce Lee had that bad quote: "Don't pray for an easy life, but pray for a spirit to endure a hard one, man." Cause that's ultimately all we got is being Israelites, man. You know, a hard life until we get into the kingdom. That's why we have to labor to enter into the rest, man. You know, a nigga looking for a soft landing in captivity. Shit ain't gonna, that don't even make sense. You know, cause it's all you in captivity. This is not your kingdom, man. In order for you to find that sense of comfort or that soft landing, you gonna have to get down with this shit, man. And if you get down with it, the Lord gonna kill you. So you really can't get down with it. You really pushed in a position of suffering, man. That's all the fuck you can do is suffer, man. You know, you in captivity. The Lord tell you how this place is not your rest. So it's always gonna be some, whether a family member dying, it's always gonna be some that's gonna push you in a state of grief, man. That's gonna push you in mourning. It's niggas out here that got it all. They got a pretty wife, they got the money, they got the resources, but yet them niggas still miserable, man. You know? But just continue on the comment board, this Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 2. It said, "It is better to," it's a spirit, man. it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. You see, yeah, these niggas in the house of feasting, man. You know, somebody just got paid today. They tricking off. Nigga tricking off right now. Getting prepared for the football game tomorrow. Getting prepared for a party. You know, you got people down here in the field. They setting up tents. You know, a nigga grilling, getting the meat ready. You see? They in that spirit of feasting, man. But the Lord tell you that it's better to go into the house of mourning. You see? Because of why? It says, for that is, oh wait, the house of feasting, it says that is the end of all men, and the living will lead to his heart, because that house of mourning, it puts you in a serious state of mind. You ain't just bullshit, man. You know? You ain't just out here not redeeming the times, moving loosely. You see? You actually considering what the Lord is doing in the earth, man. You know? But the living, hey, the house of feasting, that's the end of all men. Why? Because they're not concerned. Hey, the Lord tell you real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7. I'll close out. This 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 16. Yep, 2nd Ezra 7:16. Why is thou not considered in thy mind these things that is to come, rather than that which is present? Because you too caught up in the affairs of this life. You caught up in social media. You trying to live up to this expectation that America is put on a pedestal. A real nigga, that's the highest expectation for a so-called black man. Because the educated black man, you get played like a simp, man. You know, the street nigga is the one that's took it more serious. But yet the Lord gonna kill that nigga, man. You know, you street niggas, you bad bitches, the Lord is gonna kill you, man. And it's only for an appointed time. You see? Because that ain't a spirit that's in harmony with Yahweh Shemawashah. You know, that's a spirit that was groomed here in America. That's when you put SpongeBob and chicken nuggets, you know, McDonald's, ice creams and shit, and a real nigga come out the oven, man. You know, goddamn Bratz dolls and a couple, you know, twerk songs, and you get a bad bitch, man. You know, and the Lord is going to destroy that because that's a product of Esau Edom. Because when you pour Proverbs 31 into a cup, you know, you get a virtuous woman, man. You see? When you pour your Yahweh Shemawashah into the pot, you get a man of the Lord, man. You know, that's what come out the oven when that's done cooking. You see? So just going back, it says, why has thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present? And it's because you're not concerned with the Lord. Just skip it down to verse 20. It says, for there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. And that law goes back to the body of prophetic teachers. And this is what you're despising. The prophetic teachings of Yahweh Shemawashah, which is his testimony. The Lord tell you how the testimony of Yahweh Shemawashah is the spirit of prophecy, man. So you seeing prophecy take place in the earth, but you're not considering, nor are you concerned with it. You despise it. You see it as insignificant. So what? You're going to be destroyed. That's why I tell you. It's going to be many in this life that perish, man. You're going to perish for despising this word, man. You know? And it tells you, for the Most High have given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. So the Lord told you what to do to avoid the punishment, to avoid the coming horrors, the things that's about to take place, the many different events. He told you what to do to escape it, but you despised it. When he tell you, you have said it not all my counsel, you would none of my reproof. So what? You gonna be destroyed, man, because you ain't gonna have the things you ain't gonna know the things that leads to salvation. Everything, you gonna know everything on how to make $1, but you ain't gonna know shit pertaining to salvation. You know? So yeah, I was on the comment board, jumping back. Ecclesiastes 7:2, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. Because through the house of mourning, you get the understanding of the scriptures. In the house of feasting, everything is considered bad energy. Because everything is based around a good vibe, man. In the house of feasting. That's why the Lord tell you, for that is the end of all men. Because where there's no vision of the prophet, the people perish. And there's no vision of the prophets in the house of feasting, man. Yup, and the living what led to his heart goes back to the living. You know, the living what led to his heart, because the living, going back to Ephesians 5 and verse 14, speaks about the Lord telling you to awake. You know, yeah, you're asleep, you're dead, you're not living if you don't have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. It don't even matter if you're an Israelite. You can be an Israelite and not have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. And IUIC is a prime example of that. You know, so just keep going, continue going. Baruch 2 and 5, it says, and lo, they are cast out as the heat of the day, into the frost of the night. They die in the great miseries by the famine and by pestilence. You see, so that's going to be a fate that's going to take a lot of people out. The famine and the pestilences, man. And you see those things growing in the earth. It's not like, you know, we shoot from the hip, man. You know, you can find an article about the famine, food drying up. You can go to Google and just put in callbacks, you know, and just hit search, and you see how many callbacks come up. You know, this is this is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, you know, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. So if you have that American spirit, you know, living in you, well, that's you being joined unto the so-called white man Esau Edom. That goes back to Ecclesiastes 13 and 13. It's like 13 and verse 1. It says, he that toucheth pit shall be defiled therewith. And he that have fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him, man. And that ultimately, that's playing out through your mindset, man. You know, what you indulge yourself in, what you like to be entertained with. You see? What's your favorite food? You know what I mean? Nigga favorite food, pulled pork, a seafood bowl. You know, a baconator. You know, all those, that's you being joined into this man by way of the mind, man. How you feel about the LGBT? How you feel about the Lord destroying America, man? You know? If you moved in the spirit by those questions, well, it's because America is somewhere erected in you, man. And the Lord gonna destroy you, man. You know, that you repent and come out of that spirit. That's why he tell you, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sin. You see? So to keep going. It says their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be destroyed and their wives ravished. Meaning that shit gonna get took. You have to walk around, you know, half naked. All you do is twerk. That's all the black women do is twerk, man. That's a telltale sign that shit gonna get took, man. The Lord gonna set a scenario up for a lot of you women out there to get ravished. You even got women that know they ain't got no good damn well in business being in seductive clothing, but they out here in it, seducing men, man. They carrying out that American spirit, man. But the Lord, he's gonna put a lot of you women in a bad position for operating in that slutty spirit, man. It was an article came out about how 1,100 prisoners was set free from prison. You know, the articles about the immigrants, all the immigrants that they came over and crossed the border. You know, some of those immigrants that kidnapped women. You know, that had women chained up in apartments, you know, getting ravished, man. And that's just the accounts that they came to the light. How much more of the accounts that's out there that's taking place right now? The niggas they ain't get caught yet, man. That shit happening, man. But it's gonna start becoming more alarming, and it's gonna come to the surface. And a lot of you women gonna be afraid But they ain't gonna stop judgment, man. Hey, you being in fear is a part of prophecy. You know? Yep, hey, that house shall be destroyed and that wild rabbits. You know, you gonna try to run there and close that door, they gonna come in there, man. You know, run and hide. They gonna find you. Everything is gonna be against you in that day. You see, you're gonna need Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to deliver you, man. Because literally, everything is gonna be against you. It ain't gonna be shit you can do. That's why he tell you, he laying his hand, he leaned his hand upon the wall and the serpent bit him, man. You know, no form of escape. But yeah, get this last one. Sirach 16 and verse 11. It says, and if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure, man. So not one stiff neck is going to escape, man. So judgment is going to come down on a lot of people, man. You know. And we just praying Yahweh by Shema shall deliver us from the evils that he has set to take place in the earth. While the people are in the spirit of mirth and having fun, you know, we're in the spirit of praying to Yahweh by Shema Shai to deliver us from evil. Hawashaya, my young Ra, man. You know, deliver me from evil. You see? Because this is what you're about to experience on the earth, man. At an alarming rate. You know, evil's about to increase, man. You see? What up, bro? Word, you know what I mean? Get the food. hey, what the Lord said, hey, man should not live by bread alone. That's the food right here, man. But by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Heavenly Father, man. This is how we're gonna be fed in that day. You know, Isaiah 65. You know, it tells you how the servants of the Lord is gonna eat, but those who don't serve the Lord is gonna be hungry, man. This is why we tell you to repent and return to Yahweh by Shema Shai and serve the Lord, man. While it's still early. You see, because it's gonna come a time you're gonna want the benefits. You see, you're gonna want the resources. And the only ones who the Lord is gonna be giving those resources and benefits to is the elect in that day, man. You see, so yeah, I pray that you was edified. You know, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakadash, a double underside teachers, the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation to the Lord's elect. Lord, when it's in this time, say shalom. Hey, and the Bible ball.